In last video, math second topic number 5 quadrilateral, we had seen in last video what is the midpoint theorem and statement of converse of midpoint theorem. What is the midpoint theorem? You remember the statement of midpoint theorem? The line segment joining midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it. Okay, a line segment joining, here see, a line segment joining midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to third side and half of it. And what is the converse of midpoint theorem? In the converse of midpoint theorem, we had seen if in a triangle midpoint of one side and the line segment joining the other side is parallel, then it bisects the third side. दोन पॉइंट आम्ही लक्षात ठेवायचे. कुठले कुठले बघा. पहिला पॉइंट सांगितला मिडपॉइंट थिअरम. मिडपॉइंट थिअरमला काय लक्षात ठेवायचं? ट्रायंगलच्या दोन साइडच्या मिडपॉइंटला जॉईन करणारी सेगमेंट ही काय असणार आहे? थर्ड साइडला पॅरलल आणि थर्ड साइडच्या हाफ असणार. आणि दुसरा पॉइंट, ट्रायंगल मध्ये एका साइडचा मिड पॉइंट दिलाय आणि दुसऱ्या साइडला पॅरलल लाईन आहे, तर ती थर्ड साइडला काय करते? बायसेक्ट करते कॉन्व्हर्स मध्ये. दोन्ही पॉइंट लक्षात आले. मिड पॉइंट थिअरम कधी वापरणार मग तुम्ही? वी यूज मिड पॉइंट थिअरम व्हेन गिवन टू साइड्स आर midpoint. Okay, and we use the converse of midpoint theorem when one side midpoint is given and other side parallel line segment is given, then we use the converse of midpoint theorem. तर दोन पॉइंट लक्षात ठेवला की तुम्हाला प्रॅक्टिस सेट मधले एक्झाम्पल्स होतील. अंडरस्टँड व्हॉट इज द midpoint theorem and converse of midpoint theorem? We had already learned. Now today we will see the example in the practice set 5.5. That is, these examples are based on midpoint theorem and converse of midpoint theorem. So you know the midpoint theorem, what is the midpoint theorem, and what is the converse of midpoint theorem. Understand what is the statement? Statement आणि ती आकृती तुमच्या डोळ्यासमोर यायला पाहिजे म्हणजे तुम्हाला एक्झाम्पल सुचतील. See the first example. Here given triangle ABC. In figure, points X, Y and Z are midpoints of side AB, BC and AC of triangle ABC respectively. Here we had given, see what we had given. Point X, Y and Z are midpoints of side AB, BC and AC respectively. Respectively म्हणजे क्रमाने. म्हणजे X हा AB चा मिडपॉइंट आहे, Y हा BC चा आहे आणि Z हा AC चा midpoint दिला आहे. We denote this midpoint in figure. X is midpoint of AB. X is midpoint of AB. So we make congruent sign here. Okay. Y is midpoint of BC. Y is midpoint of BC is given. And Z is midpoint of AC. Z is midpoint of AC. Okay. We make the congruent sign here. And what is given? AB is equal to 5. Whole AB is 5 centimeter. Whole AC is 9 centimeter. And whole BC is 11 centimeter. Okay. And we have to find XY, YZ and XY, YZ and XZ. We have to find all these. Okay. So here given things are, what are the given here? Midpoints are given. Okay. Triangle चा प्रत्येक साइडचा midpoint दिलाय का इथं? Here we had given midpoints of sides of triangle. So here we use midpoint theorem or converse of midpoint theorem? Here we use midpoint theorem because we had given here midpoint of two sides. All sides midpoint is given. Okay. So let's find the answer. See the answer. In triangle ABC, point X and Z are midpoints of side AB and AC respectively. See here, point X and point Z are midpoint of AB and AC given. Okay. So in this triangle, this is midpoint and this is midpoint point. Okay. So we use here midpoint theorem. Okay. What the midpoint theorem says? If X is midpoint of AB and Z is midpoint of AC, then what is about the third side? XZ is parallel to BC and XZ is half of the BC. So here we use X, here X and Z. So here we write XZ. XZ is equal to half, we write half BC because by using midpoint theorem. Okay, understand the first step. Now see XZ is equal to, what is the XZ? Half into value of BC. We had given value of BC is 11. 11 half is 5.5. Therefore, value of XZ is 5.5. Okay, understand first step here. This is the first. Now second, see, also in triangle ABC, point Y and point Z are midpoints of BC and AC. आएगा ये तो बघा, Y हा BC चा midpoint आहे आणि Z हा AC चा midpoint आहे. माझा ट्रायंगल कन्सिडर करा आता. या ट्रायंगल मध्ये हे दोन midpoint आहेत. मला जॉइन करणारी सेगमेंट कोणती आहे? YZ आहे का? midpoint ला जॉइन करणारी सेगमेंट कोणती आहे? YZ. ती YZ काय असतात? थर्ड साइड म्हणजे कोणती तर AB. AB चे काय असणार आहे? हाफ असणार आहे का? Therefore we write YZ as half of AB. We write YZ as half AB. Here reason is also midpoint theorem. Okay, understood up to this? Therefore, YZ is equal to half. What is the value of AB? 5. 5 half is 2.5 centimeter. Therefore, value of Z is 2.5 centimeter. Also, similarly, point X and Y are midpoint of AB and AC. Therefore, remaining side, which remaining side? AC. And midpoint joining segment is XY. Therefore, XY is half of AC. Half of AC. Reason is midpoint theorem. Therefore, XY is equal to half. What is the value of AC given? 9. AC is 9. Therefore, XY is equal to 9's half is 4.5 centimeter. Therefore, value of XY is 4.5 centimeter. Okay, understand? We use for finding XZ, YZ and XY midpoint theorem. We use midpoint theorem for finding XZ, YZ and XY. Okay, understand first example? Now see the second example. Here in figure, quadrilateral PQRS and quadrilateral MNRL are rectangles. We had given PQRS is rectangle and MNRL is also rectangle. Okay. If point M is midpoint of side PR, point M is midpoint of side PR, then we have to prove first SL is equal to LR. Where is SL? See, SL is equal to LR. And LN is equal to half SQ. We have to prove. First we try SL is equal to LR. First, okay. See where is SL? Here SL and here LR. So for this, SL is equal to LR means L is midpoint of SR. Okay. We have to prove SL is equal to LR means L is midpoint of SR. So we have to prove midpoint. So we use midpoint theorem or converse of midpoint theorem? Converse of midpoint theorem. Midpoint theorem मध्ये काय असणार आहे? midpoint असणार आहे आपण पॅरलल दाखवते आणि हाफ दाखवते. आणि midpoint प्रूव्ह करायचं असेल तर काय करणार आहे आपण? कॉन्व्हर्स ऑफ मिडपॉइंट थेरम दाखवणार आहे. ओके, मग त्यासाठी आपल्याला काय गरजेचं आहे? कॉन्व्हर्स ऑफ मिडपॉइंट थेरम साठी एका साइडचा मिडपॉइंट गरजेचं आहे आणि एका साइडचं पॅरलल गरजेचं आहे का? कॉन्व्हर्स ऑफ मिडपॉइंट थेरम साठी आपल्याला काय पाहिजे? ट्रायंगलच्या एका साइडचा मिडपॉइंट आणि एक साइड काय पाहिजे? पॅरलल पाहिजे. तर दुसरी साइड काय असणार आहे? मिडपॉइंट. मग आपल्याला L इज मिडपॉइंट ऑफ SR दाखवायचं आहे. मग आपण हा ट्रायंगल विचार करूया का? बघा हियर, look at this triangle. Look at this triangle. In triangle PSR, या triangle मध्ये आपण बघूया. हा, so let's start. See first, LM is parallel to RN. See, LM is parallel to RN. आहे का नाही? हा, yes, because opposite sides of rectangle are parallel. Okay, LM is parallel to LN. That is, LM is parallel to RQ. We write this as, that is, LM is parallel to RQ because N is between R and Q. हे दोन पॅरलल आहे म्हणजे आपण काय लिहितोय? हे दोन पॅरलल लिहू शकतो का? We call this as equation 1. Also see, PQRS is also quadrilateral. So PS is parallel to QR. PS is parallel to QR. Okay, because opposite sides of rectangle. Second equation. Now observe this both equation. LM is parallel to QR. RQ means QR, and QR is parallel to PS. Means we can write LM is parallel to PS. First is parallel to second. Second is parallel to third. Then first and third are also parallel. Okay. Means LM is parallel to PS from equation 1 and 2. See, where is LM? LM is parallel to PQ. PS. LM is parallel to PS means SP. Okay. Now in this triangle RSP. In triangle RSP, see, we had proved LM is parallel to PS. LM is parallel to PS. And point M is midpoint of PR given na. Point M is midpoint of PR given. From these two, see what are this condition, and M is point of midpoint. See, LM is parallel to PS and point M is midpoint of PR or RP. So by converse of midpoint theorem, what the converse says? Point L is midpoint of SR. Okay, understand how to apply converse of midpoint theorem? In the converse of midpoint theorem, we need one side midpoint and other side is parallel to the line segment. Okay, so point L is midpoint of SR. L is midpoint of SR. L हा SR चा midpoint आहे म्हणजे काय? SL is equal to RL. Therefore, SL is equal to LR. Okay, prove the first. We prove the first. Okay. Now see the second. LN is equal to half SQ. Where is LN? See, LN. We join LN. Okay. Half SQ. We join SQ also. We have to prove LN is half of SQ. So let's try. See, PQRS is a rectangle. So diagonals of rectangle. We know the property of rectangle. That is, diagonals of rectangle are congruent. Okay. Diagonals of rectangle are congruent. So in triangle, in quadrilateral PQRS, diagonal, which diagonal is PR is equal to QS or SQ, because diagonals of rectangle are congruent. Okay. Okay. Also in quadrilateral LMNR, in quadrilateral LMNR. Which are the diagonals here? LN is equal to MR. LN is equal to MR. Reason is diagonals of rectangle are congruent. We call this equation as equation number 4. This equation 4 and this equation as 5. Okay, understand up to this step? Now we have to prove LN is equal to half SQ. So here we write PR. We write PM as half PR. Okay, we write PM, or here we write PM is equal to half MR. MR is equal to half PQ. लिखू शकतो का आपण बघा. MR is equal to half PR. लिखू शकतो का? MR is equal to half PR. MR is equal to half PR. But what is MR? MR means we write here. We write given. Okay. MR means LN is equal to half. PR means we write QS. Okay. So this is from equation 4 and 5. Okay, understand? See, first we prove SL is equal to LR. SL is equal to LR. Here we use converse of midpoint theorem. Okay. In triangle RXP, we show LM is parallel to SP and M is midpoint of RP given. So by converse of midpoint theorem, L is midpoint of SR. And now for second, LN is equal to half SQ. We use the property of rectangle. Diagonals of rectangle are congruent. Therefore, PR is equal to QS. PR is equal to QS. And LN is equal to MR. LN is equal to MR. We use the property of rectangle that diagonals of rectangle are congruent. Now we write MR as half PR because point M is midpoint of PR. M हा PR चा midpoint दिलाय. Therefore we write MR is equal to half PR. MR is equal to half PR. We write MR as LN and PR as QS. So we proved LN is equal to half SQ means QS. Okay, understand? What is the example? Understand? See the third example. In figure, triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. This triangle ABC is given equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means all sides are congruent. Points FDE are midpoints of AB, BC and AC. We had given these are midpoints. Midpoints clear? Then show that triangle FED is an equilateral triangle. We have to prove FED is the equilateral triangle. We have to prove. Okay? How to prove? From given condition, we prove the triangle FED is equilateral triangle. Here we use midpoint theorem or converse of midpoint theorem. Here we had given all sides midpoint. Midpoint दिले क्या सगळ्या साइडचा. Therefore we use midpoint theorem or converse of midpoint theorem. We use midpoint theorem. आपण कुठला theorem वापरणार आहे? Midpoint theorem. See first. See carefully. In triangle ABC, point F is midpoint of AB. And point E is midpoint of AC. Point E is midpoint of AC. Point E is midpoint of AC. And point F is midpoint of AB respectively. Okay. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, we write FE is equal to half BC. Okay. In this triangle, this is midpoint and this is midpoint. So we write the line segment joining is half of the third side. Therefore, we write FE is equal to half of BC. Okay. Similarly, we write कट त्याच पद्धतीने आहे त्यामुळे सुद्धा लिहायची गरज नाही. Similarly, see D is midpoint of BC and F is midpoint of BA. So here we write DE DF is equal to half AC. DF is equal to half AC. Reason by midpoint theorem. We call this as equation number 2. And point D is midpoint of BC and point E is midpoint of AC. So DE is equal to half AB or BA. See what is DE? DE is equal to half BA. Here also reason by midpoint theorem. We call this as equation 3. Midpoint theorem. Okay, so observe equation 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now triangle ABC is equilateral triangle given. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. We had given that triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. We had given equilateral triangle means all sides are congruent. Therefore, we write AB is equal to BC is equal to AC. Okay, we can write this. Now observe equation 1, 2, 3 and 4. Observe here AB, BC and AC same आहे बघा. AB, BC आणि AC हे तिन्ही काय आहेत सेम आहे म्हणजे RHS ची सेम झाली का RHS सेम आहे therefore LHS is also same. Therefore from equation 1, 2, 3 and 4 we can write as all these are equal, therefore these are also equal. DE is equal to EF is equal to DE is equal to EF is equal to DF. Okay, we can write this. That is DEC where the DE is equal to EF is equal to DF. Means this triangle is equilateral triangle. All sides are equal. That means that is triangle DEF is an equilateral triangle. So we have to prove this equilateral triangle. So here we use converse of midpoint theorem 3 times. Here first time, here second time and here third time. We use the converse of we use the midpoint theorem. And one more we use this is equilateral triangle. So all sides are congruent. So here all these sides are also same. Therefore DEF is a equilateral triangle. Understand? One more example is given. Now see the last example. Last example for in figure segment PD is median of triangle PQR. Point T is the midpoint of segment PD. Point T is midpoint of segment PD. There we remark. Okay. Produce the QT intersect PR at M. At M intersect. Show that PM upon MR is equal to 1 upon 3. What is given? Segment PD is median. Here PD is median. Median म्हणजे मध्यना म्हणतो. Therefore point D is midpoint of QR. We write PD is median. Therefore point D is midpoint of QR. Means these both are congruent. Okay. Median वर लिखतोय आपण हे. And we had given point D is midpoint of PD. And we had to show PM upon MR is equal to 1 upon 3. Means we write this as we write this as cross multiply MR is equal to 3 PM.